Alright, hello everyone. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you today. My name's Dylan Wall. I'm currently in the massage group and I'm currently in New York and I won't be able to make it, but I would love to take the time to teach the rest of the class some massage techniques that you could use on your everyday basis that are quick, easy, and you can do them just about anywhere that might help in your everyday life. So we're not going to do actual massage techniques. You don't have to find a partner and give them a massage. We're going to do some simple, easy self-massage techniques that are focused on three areas. We're going to focus on the hands, on the shoulders and the neck, and the face. And I'm going to start with the hands and make my way upwards. And we're just going to give some quick massage techniques. Most of the outlets that I checked online recommended that you use some sort of massage oil, which can really be purchased anywhere. However, I'm guessing most of you do not have massage oil on you. If you do, good for you. You might want to whip that out right now. If you have a moisturizer, that would work as well, just to add some sort of lubrication to make the motions a little easier. But most of these techniques can be done just by itself plain. You don't really need anything to do it. So we're going to start with the hand. The hand is very useful with massage techniques if you're writing an essay that is causing a lot of strain in your hands, if you work out, if you just have any sort of tension in your hands from typing too much, it could be actually very useful. And the way the hand massage technique is going to work is it's going to be divided in three areas. We're going to start with your wrist, and then the inner area of your hand, and then you're going to have each finger are the three focuses. So starting at the wrist, you'll notice that you have your wrist, you have bones on each side of your wrist, and these are going to be kind of your posts. They're going to be your guidelines. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your four fingers and rest them on the back of your arm like this. And you're going to take your thumb, and what you're going to do is you're going to make slow, tiny motions, circular motions, from one side of your wrist all the way to the other. And you're going to want to apply a decent amount of pressure that you're going to feel some sort of tension, but you don't want to push too hard where it's going to cause pain. We're not looking for pain, we're looking for relief and pressure. So what you're going to do is once you reach the other side, you're going to make, again, those small circular motions back to the other side of your wrist. And you can continue to do this about 3 to 5 times, which is what I'm going to recommend for most of the motions today. But you're going to go back and forth from one side of the wrist with small circular motions about 3 to 5 times. Now while you're doing it in class, you don't need to have your hands tense and open like I do. You can easily relax it on your table, on your lap, whatever. But for the sake of you guys seeing, I'm putting my hands up, and you can see that it's just small circular motions back and forth. Once the wrist is done, you'll hopefully feel some sort of loose feeling within your wrist. Potentially, if you have any muscle strain, it'll be relieved. You can switch over to the left side of your hand. However, for time's sake, I'm going to just focus on my right hand. All of these techniques can be copied over to your left hand. So starting off with the center of your hand, the area of focus you're going to focus on is the areas between your fingers. So if you look at your fingers, imagine if there was an invisible line stretching from your finger all the way to your wrist. Well, the area in between it is where we're going to be focusing on. And what you're going to do is you're going to take 4 of your fingers and rest them on the back of your hand, the palm of your hand, like this. And you're going to slowly add pressure and dig in all the way to the top of your hand. And then once you've done that, you're going to go back down and continue to do it. And all it is it's small pressure points all the way to the top. Once you've done this 3 to 5 times with each area, you're going to move on to the next. So we did the thumb and the pointer finger, and now we're going to move between the pointer finger and the middle finger. So you'll start from the lower part of your hand, and you'll just slowly dig in. Again, adding a medium pressure somewhere between soft and hard that is comfortable to you, and make your way to the top, and then restart from the bottom. So it's small, tiny pressure movements all the way to the top. And then once you feel comfortable and you feel that you felt something that actually has made a difference, you'll move on to the next part between the middle finger and the ring finger. And you'll start from the lower part and you'll dig in all the way to the top. That's it. Repeat that motion all the way to the end, and then once you're ready, you can move on to the next hand and continue to do that, and that'll actually relieve a lot of the tension in between your fingers. It'll make it easier for you to do and to type, to write, to do whatever you need to do. The next step is actually focusing on the fingers, and this motion is very similar to the motion that you did on in between your wrists, and all it requires is, once again, that you rest your 4 fingers on the back of your palm, and all you're going to do is make nice, tiny, circular motions up your finger to the top, and then start back down. And continue your way up to the top of your finger. Once you've done this about 3 to 5 times, I'm going to do it about 3 times, you're going to move on to the next finger. So your pointer finger. Once again, resting the 4 fingers at the back of your hand, starting from the point between the palm of your hand and your finger, you're going to make small circular movements. It doesn't matter which kind of movements you're making. If you're making clockwise or counterclockwise, it's not going to really do a difference, as long as you're applying a good enough amount of pressure where you feel that something is happening. It's not painful, but it's not too light. You're going to continue that motion in a circular pattern up your finger to the end. Now next, I'm going to go to the neck and to the shoulder. This is just a very quick, easy technique that you can do. You're going to take your hand in a cupping manner. You're going to cup your shoulder, and what you're going to do is you're going to slightly put pressure and roll upwards, and starting from the end of your shoulder and move all the way up to your neck. So it's going to be an easy cupping motion. Now, if anyone feels any discomfort, odds are you have a lot of tension in your neck. Most massage therapists recommend starting here. It's based off of old principles from people from massage therapy that list back thousands of years, that there's a huge connection between the mind and the body, and your shoulders and your neck are the connecting point between those 2 areas. So they really do believe that starting off at the shoulders helps connect and create a pathway between your mind and your body and create that holistic picture. But the motion is very simple. Once again, it's a cupping motion on your shoulder, and you're going to pinch and roll up, all the way up to your neck. Once you've done that about 5 to 10 times, however many times you want to get comfortable with, a small stretch is recommended. So holding your neck by the sides and then slowly rolling it over to the side, rolling down, and rolling back up. Go the other way. Once again, it's a slow motion, it's a slow roll back and forth. If you go too fast, you could actually cause strain on your neck, which is counterintuitive because you want to release strain, not cause strain. So it's a very slow motion. The final area we're going to focus on is the face, and there are going to be 3 techniques I'm going to teach. The first one, you're going to take 3 of your fingers, 3 of your middle fingers, and you're going to lay them on the side of your temples. You can keep your eyes open, you can keep your eyes closed, whatever's most comfortable for you, but you're going to follow from your temple and drag down with decent pressure all the way to your lymph nodes, and drag down to your chest. You're going to do this motion 3 times. And what this is doing is you're relieving tension in your temples, where strain causes headaches, and you're relieving strain in your lymph nodes, which if you've ever had a sore throat, which I had recently a few weeks ago, this is a very useful technique to relieve pressure in that area. You're going to slowly follow it down. The next step is a very similar technique to the one we just did, but you're going to start with your 3 fingers at the top of your forehead, and you're going to drag it all the way to the side, to your temples, bring it down your face, down to your neck, and down to your chest. Now, I'm not going to repeat that one because it's a similar technique, except the only step you're adding is some pressure to your forehead, and then you're going to continue doing the same technique that we did before. Now, with the self-massage, there are a lot of theories that not only does it cause a physical relief in pressure and strain, there are also beauty benefits to it as well. Preventing aging, potentially. Also preventing puffiness in your eyes, which is what I'm going to move on to the next part. The next thing is going to be an eye massage. It's really useful if you've been staring at a screen all day, if you have a headache, if your eyes are just acting up. This will reduce, maybe also if you haven't gotten any sleep and you have a lot of puffiness under your eyes, this is a really useful technique. And all it requires is you're going to focus on your middle finger, and you're going to start off at the corner of your eyes. For this, you're going to close your eyes for it, but you can watch me for the first time. You're going to close your eyes, take your middle finger and start at the edge, the outer corner of your eye, and you're going to apply a medium pressure following under your eye to the inner corner of your eye. Then you're going to continue the motion underneath the brow, following the brow bone back to the outer corner of your eye. Then you're going to once again drag your middle finger into the inner corner of your eye, and then you're going to slowly pull it out to your temples and then bring it down. Now this time you can do it with me. You're going to take your middle fingers, put them on the outer corner of your eye, slowly drag it underneath your eye to the inner corner of your eye, then continue the motion underneath your eyebrow bone, following it all the way back out to the outer corner of your eye. Then you're going to continue the motion once again underneath your eye, back to the inner corner, and finally drag your fingers to your temples and drag it down. We're going to do this one more time. So take your middle finger at the corner of your eyes, close your eyes, add a decent amount of pressure, and drag underneath your eye to the inner corner of your eye. Continue the motion, following your brow bone, all the way out to the outer corner of your eye. Once again, follow underneath your eye, back to the inner corner of your eye, and then drag your finger to your temples, and drag it down your neck. So those techniques are some easy self-massage techniques. If you have some sort of massage lotion, if you have a moisturizer, they would make each of the motions a little bit slicker and easier to do, a little bit more comforting, but you can apply these anywhere. You can apply them in the classroom, you can apply them at home, you could really do it whenever you really need it and whenever you feel like you need some sort of relief and stress in your arms, in your neck, on your face, and there are many benefits to it. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed, and please, if you want, keep on doing research and learn new techniques, because there are plenty on the internet, and good luck. Thanks.